So Zone has lost her memory entirely, but I have something that can and will help her get it back. Though, to be honest, I think I have a good idea of who she may be, or her whereabouts anyways.
So, you have a way to cure her amnesia? So, where do you think she's from, exactly?
Well, to be honest, this is something we will have to do slowly, but I'm pretty sure. Zone is of Titan origin, a race of beings that are incredibly strong. I've known about them for some time. They're from another dimension entirely, however. Their universe isn't necessarily connected to ours, though, which is why I'm curious as to how the hell she arrived on Siren.
It was a bright flash of light, I can tell you that much. All I remember is that and floating in space. Had my clothes on and whatnot. But was fresh in space, with no idea where the fuck I was. Just knew I was in space. And next thing I knew, I was here. On Siren.
Bright flash of light. Not gonna lie. Sounds like you came into contact with what could be an explosion from a crystal. Don't ask me how, but you seem to have been sent from an entirely different dimension because of said explosion. The bright flash of light sounds exactly like the effects of when a crystal is destroyed. I remember my father toying with the idea once. It was extremely dangerous. In fact, the crystals were how we found the Titan planet to begin with. I was shown a massive planet back then, something easily 100 times bigger than this planet we're on, filled with beings of massive strength and power. It was quite incredible.
Didn't you say you might know who she is?
With her display of power from before and causing Judacia to flee like he did. Yes, I have a very good hunch I know who she is, which is why I'm double-checking with this crystal ball I have. I'm known as a witch to most, but what I am mostly is a scientist. I study, experiments, tinker. I mess around with things. And this little ball here of glass is going to help us identify exactly who we're talking to when it comes to Zone. But now that we're here, I'm going to say a name. I'm going to say Zone's name, because if my guess is right, she's the strongest motherfucker on that planet called Titan, and she has no idea of her strength yet. There was a woman on Titan during my time of studying them, that I heard about. She was a champion, a fighter, a brawler, a warrior. Extremely seasoned in the ways of war, and was pretty much unstoppable. Borderline overpowered, honestly. Her name would ring through the world like nothing, with a reputation that would make someone like Judacia second-guess taking her on. In fact, if I remember right, I recall during this event that Judacia was there, with my father, and even fought a Titan but refused to fight the one I'm mentioning. Her reputation alone was enough to make him back down. Because she was the true goddess of war, if you will, she was the true queen of it all. He claims the title of War and Fire, but he's far from it. That's his ego talking. And now that I'm brining up faces here, this crystal ball works like your computer, Catherine. It has lists of thousands of things for notes. And here we are. That's her profile, right there. Handwritten by yours truly.
What? Oh, holy shit. That's her. That's Zone.
Exactly, as I thought. Zone. You're from another dimension entirely. Your name, your real name, isn't Zone, obviously. But it's Eternis.
Tatanya.
What?
Eternis Tatanya. And I am the true queen of war and fire. And I am going to rip that man's head off for trying to take my title.
Welcome back, my queen.
Judacia, bring yourself out now!
Who demands my... Wait, you? How the hell did you find me?
I have my ways. You ran from my battle, and now that I remember who I am, you're a dead man.
Making threats to me on my own planet? You're a brash one. So, you claim to know who you are? What, you had amnesia or something? I'll humor you. What's your name now, creature? I thought it was Zone. What? You suddenly forget your name and remember it now? The hell is that about?
I had amnesia, yes. I lost my memory to an event. But that's besides the point, Judacia. In my absence on Titan, you have falsely claimed the title of King of War and Fire. And there is only one who reigns over, and I don't recall claiming a king at my side.
Titan. Wait, you're telling me you're a Titan? No, that can't be. That power, though, it makes sense. God damn it. It's making sense. Then tell me, what is your name, Titan? Say it now.
You dare make demands of a queen, peasant. You are but a fucking ant under my boot, and you make demands of me. But for my amusement, I will humor you. Does the name Eternis, Titania, the Queen of War and Fire, ring any bells for you?
God damn it. Fuck. No. No wonder I couldn't win. No wonder you overwhelmed me. I never once saw your fucking face, but that power, it all makes sense. You are unmistakable. Fuck. I want to deny your words, but I cannot. It makes too much sense. The fucking ground quaked at your power. And transformation? Alone. You've ruled over Titan with an iron fist. You are the queen herself. Fuck! I'm so angry, so pissed off. It's no wonder I couldn't beat you. I stood no chance to begin with, and yet here we are. I was gathering my fucking forces to come invade that fucking planet, and now it's all wasted time.
If you dare, even think for a moment, I would allow you to even live after vanishing from our fight. And now even threatening to cowardly invade my home and threaten my wives. You are sorely fucking mistaken, Judacia. This planet's death will be your fault, and yours alone to bear.
Wait, you plan on destroying my planet?
Was that not your plan with mine? To come, invade, destroy, and enslave. Let's just say I'm merely returning the favor. Tenfold.
You come to destroy mine? Fuck. And I'm outmatched. God damn it.
What can I say, Judacia? You fucked with the wrong queen.
And if I vow to never come back and cease the invasion, what then?
Consider this a cease and desist.
Holy shit. Zone or Eternis just killed that entire planet like it was nothing. She just destroyed Judacia's entire empire without breaking a single sweat. Holy fuck.
That's the one thing about the Queen of War and Fire. You don't fuck with her reputation.
Holy shit. So wait, we're married to a queen? One who's more powerful than Judacia?
Dude, we're totes banging royalty.
She isn't just more powerful than Judacia, love. She's more powerful than the majority of your known universe. Not even my father could stand up to her. She herself is from another dimension entirely where she reigns supreme over her entire planet called Titan. So to say she's powerful is an understatement here.
How the fuck did she even manage to come here then? How the fuck does that work?
A fucking meteor was heading for my planet, and I stopped it. Honestly.
In short, after some deep digging in my own crystal ball database, I found that zone, or Eternis, here, had evidently prevented a calamity from happening on her own planet before she arrived here. There was a meteor heading for her planet, one that was evidently filled with giant shards of the very crystal that Liz has seen. That meteor had a jumbled mess of rock and other materials within it, and had these giant chunks for crystals. Well, it was a huge meteor that, if not intercepted, it would have brought God knows what would have happened. Eternis went to stop the calamity from happening and destroyed the meteor as a whole, but it came at the cost of her disappearance. She was teleported to our dimension, and thankfully so. She warded off some major shit that was coming this direction. The blast was significant enough to singe her clothing up a bit, but she alone remained unscathed. She then found her way here soon after. Evidently, she appeared rather close to Siren, and just made this her new home.
Wait, how the hell do you not die hitting a meteor with your fist? Like goddamn Zone, or, Eternis, which, BTW. Hot and badass name, I love that. Holy shit, my queen, can I call you that? Can I say Eternis, please? Oh my god, it's so hot.
Go for it, my love. Or should I say, princess?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I gotta go. I'll be back. Just, debrief me later. Gotta, go take care of stuff. Oven's on, toaster fell on the cat's tail. Things. Gotta go.
Welp, we know where she's going. Can't blame her. Though, how did you survive the crash then, Eternis?
Another fine note. My data showed me that Titans, of her caliber specifically, are not only highly resilient and strong, but also, her kind can be alive for eons, and barely age a bit, if at all, I swear. In other words, she's damn near immortal like you all. It's almost like the same thing.
Jesus Christ, wait, if she shares that. And that's a possibility. You don't think.
Oh, my dear God. Yes, that's yes. This planet was formed randomly. That's right. You said you had the immortal gene, and that's how you have that rockin' body. And never age, and you're basically unkillable. That could mean yes. Holy shit. High possibility. Though damn near fucking synthetic given the circumstances, I guess. I have no idea. This is a mind-blown thing. It's a theory, but holy shit. Holy shit. Titan's crust, or even atmosphere, takes over this random-ass planet. You breathe it in. You breathe what a Titan breathes. A million reasons why you would have XYZ things and not the transformations. Holy shit. Dear God, this is just theorizing, but holy fucking shit.
Landed here, rockin' body after the sickness happened. Effect wore off, our lungs polluted the air. Yada yada. We took in the purest form of the oxygen here before it became weaker and changed. Jesus, that would make a lot of fucking sense. Holy shit.
Dear God, need more time for that shit. That's a treasure trove of new data to go over and research. This could answer everything. Meaning you have hybrid possible genes of the Titan bloodline within your veins. No wonder you're so resilient. And strong. But it's hybrid, damn near synthetic. Meaning you're halved by the amount of power. Its Y-zone has more. Jesus, this makes so much sense now.
So she can live forever, basically. Is Eternis a god? Or what? What are the Titans exactly, Anna?
Titans are basically gods. But they're like, just very, very strong beings. They're looked at like gods in a sense by most, yes, because of their strength. However, they have someone who's stronger than them. Though the two can definitely fucking collide easily in battle and be on equal grounds, those are called Leviathans. But that's a story for later. Titans are born into combat, typically. They're people of war mostly. Though their kind reside in peace, they do battle. Like lots of arena fights, and typically as all races are, there are wars among them. So it's a planet of some of the absolute strongest beings you'll ever see walk this side of the universe. And it's why my father and others paid respect to them and just studied them from afar. Titans are not one to fuck with, as you saw. And many who know about them, especially when they were introduced shortly during our event, we did with my father with the crystals. Their reputations were known far and wide by the point, do not fuck with the Titans, and to leave them be. At this rate, you'd have to be pretty far out from my home world to not know about them. Which is no surprise here. Siren's located way the hell out there from where my father used to reside, so explains why you all over here never heard of them. You're pretty far away from all that pure info and not random fucking rumor bullshit.
Jesus Christ, Eternis is a Titan. Dear God, that's amazing. Her power is ridiculous. But this Leviathan has me concerned. Who are they?
Someone who I have bested and told to fuck off, basically. Bunch of fucking pricks who think they're better than most. Well, the loudest are like that. Not all. But I've fought them personally and made them fuck off, to be honest.
Yes, there was big news I read about in all that digging that the Leviathans challenged the Queen of War and Fire to a contest of skill and tenacity. She not only showed up, but showed up with stature that made them second-guess their own decision. They evidently tried to intimidate her, and she didn't even flinch. I believe she almost killed one trying to get in her face. The Leviathans are not someone to take lightly. They're fucking built as hell underneath that skin. They bleed mercury. Skin is like steel, if you would. They are, or can be, cocky and pretentious as hell. Their planet is filled with problems of crime to a point. Gangs, mobs, the works. They can be a nasty bunch. Not all are jerks like that, by no means. As Eternis said, just the loudest ones.
The one I nearly killed got in my face, yelled a bunch, and I sucker punched him for disrespect and told him to fuck off as I was waiting for a real challenger to approach. He never came back.
Yeah, according to that data, you left a mark, love. Let's just say that, my queen.
I'll leave a mark on you for sure.
God damn right you will, baby.
Damn, this is a lot to take in. I got the feeling we're just getting started. Holy shit.
Well, love, let's have a meal and just relax and maybe talk it all out. Eternis is still processing it all as is. I think we all need a minute, to be honest.
Almost ready.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Turn to run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10 to 1. Back then should've bit your tongue, cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun, you're already on that.